I'm also going to introduce, if she wants to say a few words, Lizette Caesar, do you want to say a few words?
I didn't know I was speaking until last night. My friend Dr. Melissa Mutu signed me up to speak, and I actually don't like public speaking, even though I'm a school principal, which is very strange. I prefer writing about my story. I write about it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, but I will tell you how I got here, and I'm still here right now. On May 3rd, I was at work at my school, and I was sick. I had a fever, and my stomach was hurting, and I was vomiting, but I refused to leave work because it was the math state exam. And, state testing in this country for some reason is a humongous deal. And as a principal, I had to make sure everything's done legally and packed up, so I refused until everything was boxed up and sent to actually leave my building. I immediately went to urgent care, and the doctor immediately said, you need to go to the emergency room. It's like, no, I'm good, just give me some medicine. It's probably those 3-year-olds, they got me sick, they have bugs, not a big deal. Nope, you gotta go. So I went to NYU. They did a CAT scan and told me that I had diverticulitis, and that I needed to have emergency surgery because I had an abscess. And so I was a little nervous because at that Saturday after, I was supposed to be graduating with my doctorate in Albany. So me now having surgery a few days before my graduation, I was like, well, that's not going to fit into my personal schedule. But I stayed in the hospital, had the surgery, ended up having to have a drain for about 3 weeks. But I kept getting sicker and sicker. I kept going to the emergency room, and they kept telling me I had diverticulitis. 7 CAT scans, 12 doctors, all saying the same exact thing. And then saying also that I needed to have a surgery for a colon resection. And I needed to get a colonoscopy right away, but no one in NYU was available, so I ended up going to see another doctor. And so that was the turning point of them actually figuring out what was wrong with me, is having a second opinion. I ended up going to a GI, an Advantage Care Network, who immediately looked at all my CAT scans and said, you need to go see a specialist surgeon at Maimonides, Dr. Rebecca Reed, who I love, because she gave me her personal cell, and I talk to her all the time about what's going on with my body. On July 23rd, she did the colon resection surgery, and that's when they found the cancer. It wasn't until then, so this already started May 3rd. Through all this time being sick, taking antibiotics that were making me sicker, I lost 45 pounds in 2 months. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's okay, because I'm a big girl. I need to lose some weight, but not that way. And then when I went to her office on August 5th for a follow-up is when she confirmed that it was cancer. And so now this Tuesday I will have my 5th round of chemo. So I'm not a survivor yet, but I will be. Stage 2, and everyone's optimistic about my outcome. So it's been hard, I'm not gonna lie. I'm dealing with the tingling all the time, which drives me crazy, the cold sensitivity. And I'm a foodie, so not being able to open the refrigerator on the regular without gloves drives me crazy, because there's still a fat girl inside of me, even though I lost the 45 pounds. But I just want to be able to tell you that make sure that your family gets tested, you get a second and third opinion, because as I said, several doctors have seen me in that time and kept misdiagnosing me. And I kept getting sicker and sicker. And had I not gone and had another doctor look at me, I probably wouldn't be here today, because there were many times where I was on the brink of death for something because of the doctors giving me wrong medicine. The second thing I wanted to talk about this morning, is that all cancers matter. I'm very upset with the media for not publicizing this event, because the breast cancer walk is also today, so that's the only event that they're covering. So I've been tweeting from 5 o'clock this morning at ABC News, at Fox 5, and I'm going to ask all of you that have Twitter to do the same thing, to let them know that this cancer matters also, that we should be supporting every single cancer, not just pink. I like pink, but we should be also supporting everyone. I just want to thank you for your time and enjoy your walk.
Thank you, Lizette.